Well, it's a good day here at the Lazy Dogs Club because I have gotten hold of this new game. This is an old game. It's so old, in fact, that you can't even find any information on it anywhere. There's no YouTube videos or anything, but it involves riddles. So what Beagle and I are going to do today at the office is have a look at it, try and understand how it works, and maybe this will give me some ideas for Riddles of the Rockies. Let me just quickly look at the back here as well. So it looks like it's kind of like a mixture of maybe Clue with some riddles or something. Looks like there's 100 riddle cards, over 100 riddles and 300 hints. So basically a lot of replayability. So we'll see. It doesn't have a particularly good rating on Board Game Geek, but we will see if this is something that can give us inspiration for the future. Okay, well, check it out. Here is the board, which is very Clue-like. We've got different decks of cards, so it looks like we've got riddle cards, hint cards, and then I'm going to guess these are just like different objects that you can carry around with you. It was quite funny to see a discard pile in a game this old. I actually didn't know that games that this far back actually had discard piles. But now I want to show you the coolest thing of all. You can see there's lots of weathering on this. That's how old this thing is. If I flip this back, you get these different images, almost like scenes of a crime, although this isn't really that kind of game. But you have game room, parlour, study, and so you can use these little things to pull back and see what you get. And then I guess the clues are all contained in here. The riddles are referencing something in a room, and I really like that, how it's not just a location like we were going to do in Riddles of the Rockies, but it's an image, and then there's something in the image that's hidden. So anyway, I'm going to go and look through the rules next, but hopefully this will provide some inspiration for Riddles of the Rockies. Okay, so I've been digging in. First thing I'll say, and I wish modern games would do this, is they make opening the cards so easy. There's like a little line there, and then you can just pull this. Excuse me, I'm going to have to get a little close up here. There we go, and I've got the I guess these are like the tool cards, and I've got those ready to go. That was nice and easy. I wish more modern games would do that. Anyway, you've got your riddles deck, you've got your hints deck. I just kind of tried it out, looked at riddle, looked at the different hints, looked at the book of answers. I also went to Board Game Geek, and the comments there, I mean, I've actually just placed a comment myself asking if anyone else has played it and if they've got any comments, but the thing that's basically been said about this game is that it drags on for ages. If you lose the game, then you have to sit there and wait around for other people. So a lot of the problems that older games would suffer from, I don't think you have that too much nowadays. So we'll see what other people have got to say. But it's interesting, it's interesting. I like these. Let's look at these cards together. So we've got these equipment cards, or these tool cards. So you've got pistol. When landing on and encountering another player, use this to demand a specific card from him. If he has it, he must give it to you. If he has the other pistol, he may refuse your request. You've got blackmail, counter blackmail, another pistol, liar. When somebody asks to either see or be given a specific card from you, give them any other card from your hand, then toss this onto the discard pile. We've got a trapdoor here, pickpocket. So it's interesting. I definitely can see why this game didn't go down too well. It looks like it's just going to drag really badly, especially if you can't solve the riddles or you get stuck. And the hints could help, but they also may not help. I'm basing this on my first playthrough of Riddles of the Rockies with Lewis, where Lewis just got really stuck. And I can see how this would slow down and suck the energy out of the room. In terms of how it plays, it's pretty straightforward. There's actually a one-page rule book here, which makes life nice and easy. But it tells you about the setup. So that's how many cards everybody gets. Then you move around. And then when you land in different places, you can examine the room. So that's where you would look at those pictures I showed you earlier on. You could encounter another player as well. And then you've kind of got special things like this whole hint hotline where you can actually go get the hints from. A bit like Ask the Audience in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And then ultimately, the game is one where a person goes to a particular location, declares that they think they've solved 3 riddles, And then each riddle is solved by noting a location and an object in that location. And if you get them all right, you win. If you don't, then you have to sit around and wait for the next person. So anyway, that's pretty much a summary of Riddles and Riches. I'm going to let it soak in, see if there's any comments on Board Game Geek, and then we'll go from there in terms of seeing if this will give me any ideas for Riddles of the Rockies. One is bright, one's like night. Both were made to shed some light. Find the red one in between. You'll know it by its waxy sheen. Well, you're a red one. Got any ideas on that? No? He's wagging his tail. I think you'd rather just have a tweet, wouldn't you? All right, Beagle. All right.